You are who you subconsciously want to be. What do you think about that sentence? You think like, okay, but my life is not exactly how I want it to be. That's not true. It is, because something inside of you is working towards the result which you have today. And it's quite difficult to find out what you have inside of you that is bringing and pushing you into that direction. I would like to do a little exercise with you in this video if you want to participate. Grab an empty sheet of paper and you write down the 10 emotions which you feel predominantly every day. The human being is able to feel 144 emotions. Now write down the 10 which you feel every day. You can pause the video while you're doing so. So as you're watching again, and here you are, I guess you did the exercise. What are your 10 feelings? Look at them. Do you have 10 feelings? Was it difficult to find 10 feelings? It's quite funny because when you do this exercise with people, you see that most of the people find between 4 and 6 feelings which they have every day, and not more. Even if we have the possibility to feel 144. How many do you have? Did you have to force yourself to find 4 or 5 other feelings which you have maybe not every day but relatively frequently? And now look at these feelings. How many of them are negative and how many are positive? 80% of people have more negative feeling than positive feelings. This is what you're doing every day. If you're in that case, that means you have a filter in your head that filters out the positive things which you experience throughout the day, and that puts the focus on all the negative experiences, which creates negative energy, negative emotions, and an overall negative feeling maybe for your whole life. You can analyze this list differently as well, in a more differentiated way. You look at your 10 feelings and you rate them. For each feeling, you give it a rating between 1 and 10. 1 meaning that this feeling is very powerful and intense throughout the day. And 1 is meaning that it's very weak, but it's there every day. And then you add it up for the positive ones and for the negative ones. And you look what is the score. Because then suddenly maybe your positive score is higher than your negative score. It balances it out, even if maybe you have less negative feelings from a quantitative perspective than positive feelings. So what does that all mean for your life? Well, that means you can manage your life as you want to manage it if you know how to do it and if you get access to all the inner resources which you have. Because every single one of us has all the resources which you need already inside, and you can achieve everything if you activate these resources. When you have a life situation where you're not happy with, you have 3 possibilities. The first possibility is you do nothing. You just stop complaining then because you accept how things are. Probably this is not very satisfying in the long run, and even most likely it's just not possible at all just to be satisfied if you're not really satisfied. The second possibility is you change the situation of your life. You change that directly. And the third possibility is you change yourself. Now, second option, changing your life. You have certainly already tried that. Changing exactly directly in that situation, changing the situation itself or the behavior which you had in there. Or you try to feel maybe less vulnerable or less miserable or less anxious. You have tried that certainly already. It's like with New Year resolutions. We try to change a behavior directly and then we fail. That's interesting because as long as we try to change things directly in the situation, it's not sustainable. Because that means that you only try to change the symptoms, but not the root cause. The root cause is you. And that's the third solution. You change yourself. Now, how can you do that? There are many options there. There are many motivational and transformational courses around where you can do that. And you have certainly read many books around this topic as well. I believe that you need a combination of elements that brings you there. Conscious elements, but you need a lot of subconscious elements to dig out what you have in there and to work not only on the positive aspects, but to look deeper also into all the negative aspects, your blockages, your fears, so they don't continue to grow in a corner. I hope this video gives you some inspiration about how you can tackle your life. Because the most important thing here to understand is that you have it in your hands. You can do it. You can have change if you're ready to do deep emotional work. With this, I wish you a very beautiful rest of the day or of the evening. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.